my childhood friend, an inmate, a lover.
LR 3892.
Lover of women and their feet.
Yeah.
A man of many fetishes.
You into feet?
Oh, dude, he's into everything.
All right, we'll get into that.
Bird is into fucking everything, dude.
So
This is my friend Phil Lynch. He's on the podcast to tell people what it's like to be a white person in jail.
Absolutely. Hello,
So-
Matt. Hello, Shane.
Right?
What's going on?
about
Yeah.
this?
This is good for me too because I've heard a ton about you.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm really also
Heard a lot about
I
you,
have
too.
a ton of questions about
Oh,
jail.
fire me.
Yeah, so how do
I'm
you
ready.
get there? How do you get to jail?
Yeah. Let's start from the very top.
Yeah.
Was anyone aggressive towards you right away?
No,
or-
actually, no.
Yeah.
It's how you carry yourself.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
there's guys that are just a word, a prison word. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this called out of pocket.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what out of pocket is. Yeah.
Everyone says that in prison, but if guys are out of pocket, just dumb stuff, trying to steal people's trays,
Like
which
right
is-
off the bat.
right off the bat. Now,
That's a
when
bold
you're,
one.
when
Is
you're
that
on
what a
the,
tray slayer is?
well, yeah, when you're on intake is 22 and 1. It means you're locked down 22 hours. You're
Yeah.
out 8 o'clock in the morning and 7 o'clock for an hour at night for an hour. That's to take showers, just to be in the day room. The day room is a real small room. They got all the cells around on the top and the bottom. There's about 14 cells on the bottom, 14 on the top, and there's 2 showers, one on the bottom, one on the top. Now, there's about 5 shower heads. Now, this is a funny story. The first time I went, now you go in the shower room, there's, like I said, there's 5 showers.
Yeah.
Right? You walk in, there's like a cage. Now, I didn't see nobody do this. What you're supposed to do is bring your blanket, hang it up on the cage so no one can peek in on you, and you take a shower peacefully.
Yeah.
My first time, I go in, don't put the thing up. I go in, somebody's already showering at the end, go in butt ass naked, and this is unheard of.
But you're supposed to not shower
one at a
like
time.
4 dudes.
No, just one dude. I'm in there with another dude showering, thinking it's normal, and it's not. And I'm not covered up, so everyone can see my ding dang. You know?
Yeah. Is that a prison term?
That's my nervousness. I could have come up.
So,
Nervous.
guys don't take group showers.
County. Well, I'll get more into that when we hit state. But in the county,
So you rolled up on someone.
I rode up on somebody,
Well,
man.
that actually makes sense because
it does.
if you're in county prison for like a DUI,
Yeah.
like that's like
was
where
green.
that's where uncles go.
yeah.
They're not trying to shower together.
Nah.
It's like yeah,
No,
yeah,
not at
yeah.
all.
But I figured like men in the gym though, they get naked all the time.
That is true.
There's men at
If
the
you hold
gym.
it down like a 60-year-old man
Man,
in
you
LA
were some
Fitness.
Men at the
Yeah.
gym, there's literally no threat of rape.
Exactly.
This seems
minimal. It's
I think
minimal.
your rape senses are up. Probably
Remember what we're talking about
100%.
exactly. You know?
What did this guy do when you entered the shower?
No,
with
give me
him?
weird looks. No, he's actually about my.
What did he part his bed sheet and look at you?
Well, no, like I said, you walk into the door. It's like
Yeah.
a cage, right?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
walk
yeah.
in and there's four shower heads. All right, he was at the one at the end,
Yeah.
and I was at the middle. So there's one shower head in between us.
Yeah.
There's no towel on. Now he might have been his first time too, but I was wondering. He was like, "Why'd you walk in with why you?" He didn't put the towel up or
Yeah,
the blanket up, but still. He was like, "Why are you in?" Like in his mind, he's like, "Why is
looking-
this white boy in here with me? It was a black dude." You know, and because
Makes it worse.
And I walk when I walk out, it's when someone grabbed me and told me, you're not supposed to do that, right? I was like,
Yeah.
do what? What are you talking about? You're not supposed to go there with somebody, and you're not supposed to put someone broken
Yeah,
down
yeah,
for
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I look back at it now, man. I just can't believe it, man.
And you
you
went
know?
in there and did that.
I went in there and guys do it. Like I said, it was my first time doing a long bid like that.
So you ended up, but you like you're saying you're in the
Right.
What's the ratio racially like when you're in
Oh,
there?
when I was in there, well,
And for when you walked in there, how many white guys is it?
oh
how
man,
many,
on my
like-
block, I think it was 6 white guys.
How many people were in there total? Would you say?
You got 14 times 2, so 20 is about 60 people on the block.
Okay, and it's
60 on the block.
10%.
Yeah, temps really low.
Okay.
Really low.
So you go in there and
Now
everyone's
again,
just
though,
like,
right? I get told what cell I'm going to, and
Yeah.
I walk to the end. I think it was 11 or 10, right in the corner. Now I can't open the cell.
yeah,
No, everything's open, but the way my cellie had it set up, you had to put a lot of weight into it. So I'm sitting there like this. Everyone's looking around. This is just blowing my mind.
Tough start.
Everything's blowing my mind, right? And I'm looking like an asshole trying to get in. I can't get
Yeah.
in. And I'm sitting there just like an asshole, man.
Yeah.
And then finally, like 5-10 minutes goes by. I never forget. This kid, Mike DeVito, came by and showed me how to get in. And then I got in, and thank God my cellie, this is a gem in county jail for him to have a TV. The TVs are $225, and they're satellite. You have to get, the pain in the ass to set up, pain in the ass to find channels. It's the dish. You get, not the dish, sorry, antenna. Antenna.
Same
you
thing.
get like 6 channels.
Yeah.
It's horrible. You get like,
Yeah.
This TV was the best one. This TV is a movie channel.
That's cool.
So I get in, and now my celly's not in yet. Now, like I said, it's probably 8 o'clock at this time. We still got 2.5 hours left of rec time. My ass stays in the cell the rest of the night.
Yeah.
I'm not going out.
Yeah, you don't want to play.
I'm just like, I don't know, it's nervous,
Were
anxiety,
they
everything.
playing Foursquare? What were they doing?
They're playing spades and pinochle are the two biggest card games.
Are they playing basketball and shit?
No, yard's not open at night.
Okay.
In the county.
Yeah. So you didn't want to go jump in on any spades games?
No, I didn't know how to play spades at the time. I didn't learn spades till state, until I went upstate.
So how was it when
So your first night, you meet the guy. Everything's good.
he's got the
Watch
movie
TV.
channel?
He's got the movie channel.
TV.
You're chilling.
What kind of movies
Bonnie
was
and
he
Clyde we
watching?
watched first.
Bonnie and Clyde?
You guys watch Bonnie and Clyde?
Sorry, no. The one with the 2 girls that drive the truck.
Laverne.
You watched
I just saw on TV the other day with Susan Sarandon.
Broad City.
No, Susan Sarandon.
I'm
The
horrible
2
with
girls
movies.
that they
Thelma
drive.
and Louise?
Thelma and Louise.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
man, that was great.
Nice.
Saw Thelma and Louise.
Did you look at him and you're like, this is us? On your first night, you're like, this could be us, man.
Oh, we talked
so
all night.
us.
I was
Nice.
just like, I felt so comfortable. I just
Good.
like, it was a lot of stress off me, even though I had a lot more to
Yeah,
look
yeah,
forward, not to look forward to, not knowing what's going on in my case and all this stuff.
Yeah,
So, we talked. I talked his ear off, promised him all this stuff. Oh,
Was this
I'll get you a
guy-
job.
What'd you promise
Was this
him?
guy strong? Was he?
Yo, he wasn't
fucking-
big. He was about a little shorter than me, but he was strong.
Okay.
And he could fight.
Was everybody in there pretty fucking?
Yeah, there was some big dudes in there.
Yeah.
Big dudes in there.
Oh, that's negative.
And I had eyes on me right away, man. Because
Did you really?
I'm not a big dude, and I think a lot of guys wanted to run down on me at first.
So what's
Yeah.
that?
When you get your commissary,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
run
yeah.
down on you and they just beat you up, take your commissary. I've seen it happen all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Supposedly one of the kids told me they were going to do it, but they told him, not see what he's about and all that. How I survived, thank God, my dad, man, was a big supporter of me. He put money on my books. I got the max for commissary a week, $75 in food and $75 in clothes, like T-shirts and stuff.
So you just anything else notable happened while you were in county jail?
A rape. This dude was getting raped.
Really?
Ah,
Yeah.
Jesus
On your-
Christ.
on your
block,
thing?
on my block, and this is how bad it was. All right, this dude owned this dude. He was raping him, and he wouldn't let him take a shit in his bathroom. So in the showers, he was taking shits in the showers. There's a little gutter for the drain for the water to
Yeah.
go down, and he was with his feet pushing the shit down the drain.
Do you know what the guy who was being raped was in for?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Also, before I was in intake, I seen somebody kill himself. Seen somebody jumped off the top tier and do a swan dive. Flat.
Fuck.
That was disturbing, man. That was. I mean,
How many floors
Listen.
did you jump from?
just one. You got first floor. It's just a story.
So it was like 20
Second.
feet.
But there's a trail. There's a rail, and he stood up on the rail and, dude, he
And just
went
tried to go head
like
first.
this and put his hands through.
Holy.
Dude, it was. It was disgusting. It was
good
just,
God.
dude.
And that's just that's like your first month in there.
That was my second week in
So
the
you're,
county.
so you're just hearing rumors about rapes. Did you see
I
the
didn't
guy?
no. Oh, when I got on my block, that's when the rape was going on.
You knew about it?
I knew about it.
And the guy who killed himself was in intake.
He was in intake. This was
Okay.
before he was
Jesus,
in
man.
intake. There's in George Hill and a lot of county prisons, a lot of suicides are not recorded. There's a lot of stuff that goes on that the regular world don't know about.
Yeah.
They keep a lot of stuff because George Hill is privately owned, so a lot of stuff does not get out. You know,
That's
there's a
crazy.
lot of suicides that happened. That was I seen 2 suicides. That was disturbing. That was horrible. I mean, just the way it was bad.
The sound of that's horrible.
Yeah, it was. So I'm hearing all these crazy stories, how bad all the gangs, all the violence over there.
Like what type of stories? Do you have any?
Stabbings,
Yeah.
a lot of stabbings,
How many
a lot of
stabbings
fights.
have you seen?
I seen up close one, far away, like I'm gonna say 2 or 3, like far
Okay.
away ones, but up close in the showers in Western State, both sides. I seen a
Oh,
close
you were
one.
in the shower while someone got fucking stabbed?
Yeah, with the showers in Western State, it was different. Again, Graterford, with group showers was when he got to Graterford, there was 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 8 showers on the block, but it was a big ass room. Now, when you're in regular population, you got that to yourself because you would be out for 2 hours for yard and stuff. But I was in the yellow jumpsuit. They would march us all down. I had a whole tier of, I want to say there was 50 guys that had to take showers. And they'll lock like 10 to 12 of us in a door. They'll lock the door for like 15 minutes and there's all shower. And we all got down to our whitey tighties. Yeah. And everyone showered.
I always wondered how the fuck it was possible to get that, like, to get fucking raped in the shower. How do they not have a fucking guard to fucking stop that shit?
See, now the raping is not like it used to be.
Okay.
Guys that get raped are the ones that want it.
Yeah.
There's a guy, guys, and like...
yeah, so they want to get raped, or they're just in there.
There's guys that sell their.
Oh, they just want to get.
When I went to general population in Western, there was a guy there selling his ass and his mouth.
Okay.
And
no hand, just ass and mouth.
I'm sure he did hand.
He might have hand for a fucking can of soup.
He's selling a mouth and a ass. No one's really buying a hand.
You get some fucking chi-chi or whatever.
That's a lot.
That's a butt.
Like, I think it was 2 kites for a blowjob.
What's a kite?
A kite is tobacco. It's actually menthol tobacco.
Yeah.
You get a pouch. You get a thing of
so
wraps,
how many cigarettes
joint
is
wraps?
that?
It's 32 papers.
So okay,
when you got a
this
package,
guy
you got
was
32
blowing
papers
dudes for like
2
3
kites.
packs of
for
fucking
$5.
menthols.
Street dollars, $5.
wow. So what do you do with that? And then you save up the packs and trade them for other stuff?
Yeah, kite was the currency in jail. Now you can buy a big bag of bugler or kite, but everyone bought the little things for $2.50, and they're just
so
currency.
what if you get out and you have all this tobacco? What do you do with it?
Someone could send you your people money. You know, there's
you
a lot.
Can sell it to them.
Like that. But
okay.
I use my kites. I would buy kitchen food, extra kitchen food. Chicken patty day always had like 4 extra patties.
That's awesome.
Nice.
You know, that was a big thing.
Did you have an ice connect?
I had an ice connect, which was unheard of because the only time you get the ice was in the hole. The guys that worked in the hole, and the whole jail was only, I think, a total of 5 guys that worked.
So all your beverages didn't have ice?
So my one guy, no one had ice. Not even chow hall. He just had water, right? But the guy I was in TC with, man, never forget, man. What's his name, man? But he would always be like, "Oh, what's up?" I'll think of his name, but I would say, "What's up with his name?" Oh man, you already know. Every time he would do that, he was
some ice.
He was a white Egyptian guy.
Okay.
You know, like no, what's that? And like, what was Brad Pitt in that movie with Snatch?
Oh,
Gypsy. He was a gypsy. He had a tattoo. He did like 13. He has a body in prison.
Damn.
Yeah, he did like, I think it was like 15 years. He got caught a body in prison.
Fuck.
Damn. They would have beat it and not get an additional murder charge. My buddy, man. He came on the.
How'd you establish the ice trade with him?
Well, me and him were in TC together, and I was in phase 3 when he was in phase 1. You know, I took care of him. Told him, and then we got real close. We played basketball together. Because when we were in TC, we got gym. We actually went to the gym 1 hour every Saturday, and we played ball together. And I was hooping.
How were those games?
Great, man.
Were people good?
Some of the best basketball I ever played in my life. I was in prison.
Did
I got my game back.
Suck play?
Well, you had 2 different. Well, the main yard, you had a full court and a half court.
Okay.
So you had like the guys the good games at the half court.
The
good games at the full court.
Like the guys that can play are on the fucking court. They're shitty people. There's Asians around.
It's exactly how it was, man. But yeah, I balled my ass off, man. But this guy had ice. He was one that works at the hole, and I would buy him a thing of juice for like $2 every week. Powder juice. It was like high C. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And every night I got a cup of ice.
Nice. So you could drink a cold soda
every night. It was so good. Not soda, a juice.
Oh, you drink cold juice.
You could buy a thing called soda tickets and ice cream tickets. And every Wednesday, Western State Penitentiary, they would bring out this cart. These 2 guys, the lifers, would carry out these carts, and one cart had all ice cream. And for one ticket, you can get like an ice cream bar, and for 4 tickets, you get like a little pint, like a little half pint of ice cream or full pint.
Damn.
God.
And then for one ticket, soda ticket
for ice cream.
A soda ticket, man. I had it every dude. Once I found out about them, dude, every night I got every Wednesday.
Since you've been out, have you do you see people taking that shit? Like, is it funny to see how much everybody takes that shit for granted?
Oh my god! Like,
it's gotta be crazy.
Ice, man. Ice was like, dude, coming back from yard every night and having that cup of ice.
Yeah,
was so good, especially in the summertime. No air conditioner was there.
Oh god!
Oh my god, dude, it was like heaven on earth. And I was like, dude, I'll give you a kite, whatever you want, man. But
now, how about I'd like to go back to that guy who was selling his butt.
Yeah.
What did everyone fucking shit on him? Like, was he like zero respect in there, or like?
Because he was giving ass to lifers and stuff, so no one, and he like said, he did his thing.
Yeah.
You know, if you're into it, you're into it. If you're not, you're not. But he didn't bother anybody else. His ass was for sale. He wasn't taking ass because he could have taken nobody's ass. He was giving it up.
Yeah.
And he liked that. And that's the thing with prison these days. There's so many people. There's so many. It's bigger scale now. Like, I went to state prison. Back in the 70s, I probably would have went out to state prison for the most part. You know, but now there's so many people in it now. You got guys that, you know, you got a lot of gay guys, and a lot of guys are willing to do that and use it as payments, you know. But, yeah, like, I think Halsey was on the low.
That's cool. He's letting lifers fuck him in the ass.
But he was getting money. Yeah. But he was getting money and stuff. But he was getting. But if no one, like, people did associate with him. Like, I would never play cards with him. I would never be seen in his presence. And it's good to know that type of stuff. And another big thing when you go to prison, state prison, is you have your paper of what your charge was. You know, and every time you get in a cell, you gotta have that ready because everyone wants to see what you're in here for. Now, if you're a toucher, you're a rapist, you're getting fucked with like no other. And 90% of the time, those guys clock out to PC, protective custody. You know, I've seen it happen so many times. When I was in TC, there was a kitty toucher.
Yeah.
And they demand their paperwork?
He had 7.5 to 15 years. And he was he had to do TC to make parole. He was already in his 10th year. He came from a different prison to do TC. Western was a big TC. They had new buildings and stuff. And I didn't find out till like a couple of weeks after being in TC with them. Someone told me. And then my boy Willis, they would just tell me, he was always hanging out with the dude. I went to pull Willis aside. And you want to let someone know that. So, do you know that this dude's a toucher? And just let you know, you don't want to be associated with him. And he stopped that right away, you know. And no one, like I said, that guy had over 10 years in. And I'm sure I know he got fucked with every day nonstop. Yeah. You know, and me and him almost had it at one point.
You guys almost fought?
We almost, like, I would say I was an asshole. I was a senior coordinator. And I did what I wanted. I gave people the jobs I wanted to do. Yeah. And the phone list was a big thing when TC, because we had 3 phones. And every night when you either had yard, every other night we had called block out. We go out to the block. If you don't want to go to yard, you can stay in and you can sign up for the phone. You get 15 minutes. There's 3 slots for each phone every night. And so I was in charge of giving people jobs and stuff. And he kept asking me he wanted to do some. I was like, don't talk to me. You know, I just said, somebody stay the fuck away from me. So one time, the phone job is a pain in the fucking ass. Yeah. You know, and because everyone's like wants to get extra time. It's just a hassle.
So you got to cut people off and talking to like their wife and shit.
So I give the job to him.
It's a toucher, dude. That's what he gets.
He's gonna get help.
So wait, now the toucher, like when you say fuck with him, like are you talking beating his ass, like fucking him up, or are you talking? I
believe he did when he got to general population. I believe a couple dudes rained down on him and gave him a good beating and stuff. I know they took his TV. You know, they gave him hell. You know, you're getting hell in there, man. When you're if you don't go to PC. And I don't know what happens when you have to do a program and you go into protective custody. Yeah. I don't know what happens with parole. Do you have to max out? I'm not sure. Yeah. But I know he came from a different jail to do TC. So he might have been in protective custody at his other jail the whole time.
Yes, you don't know. Yeah.
He was trying to be slick, came in on the radar, and someone found out. Because he came in around the time I came in, too. Because he was on the block before I went to TC. And I think no one knew about it at that time. But I think it was his selling TC demanding his paperwork. You talk to the dude and was like, what the fuck are you in here for? You know right away. You know, he's like childish tattoos, you know, the old prison tattoos, like Bart System, like dumb shit. Like, let
me trying to lure those kiddies.
Let me see your papers, you know.
I want to get rid of the child cartoons.
Like, nobody asked me for my papers. You know, just go.
So if you're a weirdo,
you had a Bart Simpson tattoo?
He had a Bart Simpson tattoo.
Did you go see Brian Callen?
No.
I'm not hating on it, but it was plucked and was right here.
Okay.
It was Bart.
Plucked, yeah, it was a piece of shit. I maxed out every week.
Bribe people with
but not only that, I did bribe. What I did was they had a store on the block. Yeah. There was the guys that ran the block that were workers. You get 4 to 6 workers on each block, and you know they open up stores. So say before commissary comes, I come to him and say I want 2 soups. You get 2 for $3. He gives me 2. Next commissary, I give him 3.
So these
5
guys,
for
you're
7.
not allowed to have a store though, right?
10 to 15. You technically know, but I mean, no guards.
So these are just guys in their cells selling shit and
selling their own commissary and getting some back.
Chunky
so
soups.
these are just old school soup traders.
Pretty much.
So you give 2 soups, then you get 2 soups, you gotta give 3. And then he trades. Next thing
5 for 7, 5 for 8 is the worst, 10 for 15. Now, it took me 2 weeks to get in the mix and to get my commissary going.
Yeah.
On the regular block. Once I got that going, and people saw I had money, I put money on. At first, I put money on some guy's book, one of the workers, gave him $20. He gave me $10 worth of food. Now, let me tell you, I was starving when I got in.
Yeah, how was the food?
The food is absolutely horrible. I'm a picky eater as it is.
You don't even...
And I ate stuff that I would never dream of eating,
what?
But I ate it.
What was your first meal?
I can't tell you my first meal, but they do a lot of chili.
Yeah.
You know, I was not a big chili fan, but I got real into it. They do a lot of stony mac, and it's horrible. It's like meat and mac and cheese. It's not even mac and cheese. It's hard. It's the worst food on the planet.
And they don't give you that much.
They don't give you that, especially the county. They don't. There's guys that did a hunger strike one time. I heard a story.
Jeez.
And they
hunger
did it
strike their DUI?
For 3 days, they did a hunger strike because they want bigger. You get your tray in the county.
What did they end up doing?
Now, they actually got you're supposed to get, your portion is supposed to be a certain, by law, by state law, it's supposed to be a certain amount.
Yeah.
Now, what happens is the kitchen workers, they eat all your food. They're picking it, and every meal you get like a meat, like your main course.
Yeah.
And then you get like a vegetable, and you get like potatoes, rice, and you get a snack. In the county, you get a snack. You get always cookies, pudding, brownies. That's everyone's trading and stuff like that, you know? People play cards for their snacks. Now, the guys that work the kitchens, you know, they don't give you full portions. Yeah. So they did a hunger strike. They got, for 3 days, got the portions back to how they wanted. Big portions, but it only lasted for a week. And then
they started fucking chili again.
And they started giving them smaller, you know, for a week, they got the right portions supposed to do. And I'll tell you about upstate. When we get there, it's just a whole different ballgame with food. So the way it was bad.
The sound of that's horrible.
Yeah, it was. So, so I said, I'm in there for 3 months. That's the rape. You know, then my second month, I realized I kind of do this stuff. You know, I'm respected on the block because I'm spending money. Yeah. I'm pushing money around, going to the store every week.
Fucking soups.
To Chi-Chi's. The best thing about jail is this thing called Chi-Chi. What it is ramen noodles.
Yeah.
So say me, you, Matt, we're going to bid and do Chi-Chi together.
That'd be
you
sick.
Bring 2 soups, you each put 2 ramen noodles up. Right? You're going to bring the cheese curls. I'm going to bring the sausage log, the meat stick. You're going to we'll do pickles and chips with you. Yeah. Right? You get a bag,
pickles
right?
and chips, dude. I would rape Matt first. Immediately, I'd be raping Matt.
I'm clearly
these
winning
Chi-Chi's, man, I still make them to this day.
Really?
So it's just Cheetos mixed with...
It's cheese curls.
Cheese curls mixed with...
what you do is you crush up the cheese curls.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, so it makes it like cheese.
First off, the ramen noodles come in the square.
Yeah.
Right? You smash them all up, put them in the bag, put your cheese curls in, and you cut up the meat log. The meat log's about that long. And you cut it with a razor blade. In the county, you actually get razors. You can buy razors on commissary, and people take them apart, and they're used as weapons.
Yeah.
And you put the sausages in it. Normal Chi-Chi is cheese curls, soups, and the meat log. Yeah. That's the normal one.
Sounds good.
You add pickles to it. You can they get tuna, chicken breast. You can buy on commissary. And we'll go more when we get farther down my bid, but I had some great Chi-Chi. They make wraps. They make wraps.
We'll buy it. You come over here and make us some Chi-Chi.
Yeah,
man.
Good, man.
Listen, I got big. I put a lot of weight on it, man. I put a lot of weight on that stuff.
You were kind of coming in and out a little bit.
Yeah.
You looked pretty fucking husky
Absolutely.
for a second.
I'm back on my Chi-Chi bid, man. It puts weight on me. Absolutely.
I need to get off the Chi-Chis.
So my first 3 months, like I said, the raping, you know, I got accustomed to everybody. Everyone, you know, gave me respect. The reason I knew I got respect because one day for getting trays was hot dog lunch, which is awesome. I like hot dogs.
Yeah.
I screw up hot dogs.
It must be fucking lit on
somebody,
hot dog day.
Somebody dropped a hot dog. Like I said, they bring the trays to the block. It's just enough for everyone. Everyone gets one.
Yeah.
No extra stuff. Now, somebody dropped a hot dog. What happened was the trays are stacked up. And when he picked up his tray, the hot dog got stuck to the tray and came on the ground. Now, I just took it because I was eating like a champ. I was Chi-Chi's every.
So you ate the hot dog off the ground?
I was eating Chi-Chi's 3 times a day sometimes.
Yeah.
I was doing personal Chi-Chi's for myself.
That's like living it up.
I was living. Well, Big Phil represent. Now, this hot dog fell on the ground. Yeah. And I was like, whatever, I'll take it. You know, I was being, a team player. Took it. And then about like 10 minutes later, I'm in my cell. It was during lunchtime. I hear Lynch or Phil, my name being called. Yeah. and it was one of the block workers, Tweez, man. He's a good dude. I just want to stay with him, and he had a hot dog for me.
Damn, he gave you another hot dog?
I remember my cell, he was saying, dude, I've never seen that happen before. You know, for those guys to go out of your way to, you know, do that.
That's
awesome.
Just
like, it was cool. It was because, like, I never accumulate debt. They made money off of me.
Yeah.
I spread love to the people that, you know, I knew would give it back. I definitely got, you know, beat a lot of times my first month, first couple
but
months.
I mean, for what? Like a can of fucking
dumb stuff, you know?
soup, bro?
Yeah, it's like soups and stuff.
Yeah.
But
like somebody would
learn.
fuck you up and take your
Not
soup.
fuck me up. Would say, you know, I'll give you one on commissary.
Oh,
no
okay,
problem.
that's what you
Then
mean.
we
I
got-
thought you meant beat.
So you're telling in jail there's some definitely there's some like shitty soup traders in there.
Absolutely. Oh my God.
Some unscrupulous fucking soup merchants.
They're bad. There's a known one. He's a known one through the county. You go there to George Hill and say this guy's name, and everyone's got stories for days about him.
About his bad soup deals?
Does everything. How
he's like the Donald Trump of soup deals.
Now, this dude did 2 years. He maxed out his county sentence at 2 years, right? Straight. So he'd been on every block. He was in the drug trade. He would go to blocks, rack up so much store debt, and then leave, you know? Start a fight with someone weaker than him. You know, he was a piece of shit.
So funny. So how was it?
I had no idea. They just woke me up, said, pack stuff, and
you're
you're going.
So you fast forward now. You're in what's the state prison?
I'm going to state prison from the county
versus the county. So now you're in there.
The difference is night and day.
It's nice.
Night and day, man. Just, I mean, everything. Commissary's way cheaper. For example, a soup in Delaware County, 65 cents. A soup upstate is 23 cents.
Damn.
That's just
the soup market's totally
just everything. I mean, the meat logs in the county are $3.
Soup market.
There's a volatile soup
Dude,
market.
I got a bunch of soup. I live off soup. I'm poor as fuck. I
kill
only
it.
eat soup.
Oh, me too, man. If you could live on soups and if you could smuggle soups in, you would kill it.
Fuck yeah, dude. I might have to go to. I might have to fucking.
You
Come
actually
on.
kill it.
You can make some money.
I would be horrible.
So you're enjoying yourself in state prison comparatively.
Because you're like I said, the difference between county and state is state. There's no getting bailed out state.
Yeah,
that's your sentence. Your sentence, and you have to be sentenced 2 or more years.
Okay.
So your back numbers got to be 2 or more years.
Yeah.
And the numbers are always usually even. I've seen uneven ones, guys that get fucked like 2 to 10 years. As, you know.
Yeah.
Now that 3 to 6, what that is you have to do your front numbers is what you have to do in state prison or county. Your county time does count.
So if you get 3 to 6, you're in jail not knowing whether you're going to do 3 or 6 years.
Exactly.
That's kind of sucks.
All depends on problem.
Is it based on good behavior?
It's based on a lot of things. It's based on good behaviors. It's based on programs. That's a big thing these days. The biggest program is called TC, the Therapeutic Community. Now, when it first started,
you're not allowed to have white supremacists. For obvious reasons, you're not allowed to have white. So he met a guy in jail who was cool, who now he found out is in the white.
He's the one
brotherhood.
we made booze when I was the KT story. Is my second cellie and that A block in grade for before the Camp Hill at 23-1, and he made booze for us. We had to get sugar and on commissary you only order 1 bag of sugar a week because they know you need sugar to make alcohol.
Yeah.
And fruits. We had a lot of fruits in the morning time. Breakfast once a week we get some type of fruit. I forget what we had. I think we had apples and oranges. I forget what we had.
So you saved it all up and made wine?
And bread. The yeast, the yeast and bread. And he made it. And
How do you
we
strain
drank
it
it
out?
one night, man. And we got a nice little buzz.
You guys got fucked up.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, that's right. In
That's
Gradeford.
awesome.
I go from the county on a Friday. I woken up and I get going to Gradeford.
Yeah.
That's when I meet John D'Amico, man, my old head. And that's another thing in jail. And you're going to have a thing called an old head and your young boy.
Yeah.
You want to have one of each.
You need to have an old head and a young
more than
boy.
one is even better. But I have many
What's it
young.
better to have more old heads or young boys?
See, it depends what we're talking about. Now, my young boys did all my cooking for me.
Yeah.
They did all my dirt for me.
Why?
Because I hated cooking.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm saying, why would they do it? You give them shit?
Because they're my own boys. You know, they didn't have my own boys didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
They barely had money, so I
So you had
provided for
like
them.
minions when you went to jail.
Exactly, and they're my and I had some big young boys, some tough young boys that had my back and would have let nothing. If anything went down, would jump for me.
I'm sorry. I was texting my cousins to find out where my uncle was warden, but you had young boys,
Young boys,
And old heads, yeah.
young
And
boys,
old
and old
heads.
heads,
They're
and old
bust
heads.
when
So
you get in.
and I was
So-
right in the middle. My
okay.
age, I was like
so an
20,
old
29.
head
someone older than you. It's your
Does
old head,
what
man.
for you though? I mean, like he's
The old
just
head
kind
is
of like
just
a
like an
mentor.
old wisdom,
My old
yeah.
head schooled me into the state prison.
Yeah.
He told me all about state prison. And
And
my old head, we left Delaware County the same day to go to Grateford and end up being bunkies, cellies together in Grateford.
Oh, that's cool.
We did 2 months together, and then we went from now when you go to Grateford from the county, like I said, this is crazy. You know, you're going from county prison to Grateford. I don't know if you guys ever seen Grateford. It is a different world. It is humongous. Now, a penitentiary, the difference between a prison and a penitentiary is the wall. You know, now all federal institutions for the most part are penitentiaries.
Okay.
You know, I'm not sure if they have walls or not, but I know for the state of Pennsylvania, the difference between a penitentiary and a prison is the wall. You know, some have fences, some judges have fences. You know,
So if it's fenced in, it's a penitentiary?
No, this wall. If you have a big ass
Oh, got you. Yeah.
2-story wall that goes around the entire
So that's a
place.
penitentiary.
Then it's a penitentiary.
So Grateford's penitentiary.
And a prison is a fence?
It's
like the barbed wire fence?
Barbed wire.
That's the only difference?
So listen,
Crazy.
like I said, for state, in the state of Pennsylvania, that's the difference. And
Okay.
other states could be different, and federal's different. But for the most, upstate in Pennsylvania, that's the difference. Now, so Grateford's got this humongous wall. Now, I'm saying, you coming from county prison, never seen this place, and it's just how big it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt like I walked a mile to get to the block from when I got in there. You know, we get down, and it's just cool how the guards, how different they are than county. They respect you more, and they're just a lot cooler. I remember being in like the intake section at Grateford compared to in Delaware County. You're locked in, the door's shut, and it sucks. In Grateford, the door's open. You can walk out to use the bathroom. You don't have to use it in the actual place.
You have the shit in front of people.
And they're just doing the shit. It's just like it's so much better.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, I would imagine, and tell me if I'm right here, is like in the county prison, there's got to be like a sense of like desperation and stress because you don't know what the fuck's going on. You think you're getting out. You think you're fucked. There's got to be so much more stress in county
absolutely.
versus state where, like you said, you just here's what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was so, like I said, I was so stressed out before I got my state sentence. Like I said, I came back and everyone's like, "Why are you so cool?" It's just it's such a relief. Like I'm doing.
So I need to fast forward back to your minions. Did your old head tell you to get minions? Like, how did you find out to get young boys? And how
did they wear
the
overalls?
county told me about it. It was just like, that's my young boy. You know, oh, that's my old head.
So you wanted young boys
talking
bad.
about. Yeah, especially the ones I got, man. I had some riders, man. That's another word is rider.
Yeah.
You know, if you call your girl a rider, that means like my girl was a rider. Like she was great. You know, she was just like an awesome woman. Someone that's is going to be there for you. Like my dad was my rider. For these things. Somebody I could always count on, send me money. You know.
Yeah.
Matt, you were a rider. You picked up every time I picked the phone, you wrote me.
Newports too.
You told everybody I was in, so I'm getting letters, and that's the thing. Getting mail in prison, it's gold.
Yeah.
It's just like every day you'd be waiting for 4:00 to come to see if you're getting mail. They call it, and if you don't get it, they call it a drive-by. Oh, Lynch got a drive-by. You just see the guard going by because the mail times every time. That's the best. Drive-by. That's just so funny. So, my young boys and before I had
did you ever use your young boy? Did they ever come like?
I could have. They would have ridden. Well, especially my first young boy was in the county. And I look back at it now, and that's why I know he was my young boy. I took care of him, gave him some sushi, was poor, but he was a fighter. He's like, I got you back. No one's going to happen to you. And just like they just look up to you, like I'm like some type of godsend to them. So I'll give them a soup whenever they want.
It's
I'll
insane how important soup is.
I understand.
Soup and coffee. Now you get a bag of instant coffee that calls shots. Now a shot of coffee goes for soup, and this is in the county. State's different, all that stuff. But my own boys always got shots of coffee when they want it. They were wild boys that would do whatever. Because my young boy in the county was going to pluck me, and plucks are expensive, man. He was going to pluck me for free.